Hi guys, welcome. It's Diane here. I've got another stitch tutorial for you today, and it's this beautiful mesh stitch that is so easy to do. I'll just show you how it looks all the way around. It's lovely on all angles, and it looks the same on both sides as well. It's a 1 row repeat. So you do your setup row and then you repeat row 2 over and over and over again. So it's a really easy one to do. So if you just want to relax, watch a bit of TV and switch off, this one's for you. So this would be very pretty for, well, spring is kind of around the corner, hopefully, for some springtime blankets and scarves, because it's got that airy feel and that lacy feel to it. Also, what it'd be good for is, if you've seen these gorgeous mesh sleeves that are all about everywhere at the moment, or even a complete mesh top. It would also be fabulous for a beach cover-up. So it really is very versatile stitch, and for a 1 row repeat you really can't go wrong in learning this stitch. So there's the stitch, and let's get to the tutorial. So for this stitch you can use whatever size wool that you would like, but for this video I'm using a regular double knit weight yarn and a 4.5mm crochet hook size. So to start, make your slip knot, and we're going to make our foundation chain in multiple of 2 plus 6. So you'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you do that over and over and over again until you reach the width that you want your project to be, and then you add 6 more chains. So go ahead now, pause this video, make your foundation chain in a multiple of 2, and I'll meet you there. So when your chain reaches the width you want your project to be, in this case I'm just doing a small swatch, you then add 6 more chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's just gonna help us make the first stitch without taking any length off your project. Okay, so for row 1 we're going to make a double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So yarn over and count back, not this one that's on the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then chain 1. Then we're going to skip 1 stitch, so not the one we've just worked into. We're going to skip this stitch and make another double crochet into the next. So yarn over, and we skip a stitch, work into the next, make a double crochet into the next. Then chain one. Then we skip one stitch and make another double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, skip one stitch and into the next, yarn over, put your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then chain 1. Then we're going to skip 1 stitch or 1 chain if you like, and double crochet into the next. And then chain 1. I'll just show you one more time, and we're literally going to repeat this all the way till the end of the row. So we skip 1 chain or 1 stitch and double crochet into the next. So yarn over, skip that stitch, double crochet into the next. Then chain 1 and repeat again. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next. And then chain 1. So repeat that all the way along until you're approaching the end of the row, putting in your double crochet and then skip a chain, and don't forget to chain 1 after each double crochet. So pause the video here, make your way along till you're reaching the end of the row. So here we are approaching the end of the row. So we skip, we've still got a few stitches left, so we skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next. The wool snagged a bit there. And then we chain 1, and you'll have 2 stitches left. And to finish this row, put 1 double crochet into the last stitch. So yarn over, find your last stitch. So we're still skipping 1 stitch, double crochet into the next, which happens to be our last stitch. There we go, and that's row 1 completed. So let's move on to row 2. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this chain counts as a double crochet stitch plus your chain 1. Turn your work, and we're going to place a double crochet straight into the stitch above this double crochet from the row below. So if I just show you, so we're skipping a stitch, working into the next, the same as the row before, but the next stitch will be at the top of this double crochet here. So let me show you. yarn over, and you'll see this stitch here. If you'd rather just count, skip this stitch here, double crochet into the next. And the same as before, then we chain 1. Then we're going to skip this stitch and double crochet into the next, which is at the top of this double crochet here. So yarn over, hook into the top of this stitch here, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. Always remember to chain 1 after every double crochet. And you should be able to eyeball where your next stitch goes. It's always going to be at the top of this stitch here. So yarn over, hook in, make your double crochet, and then chain 1. And if you can't eyeball it yet, just tip your work over and skip that stitch there, double crochet into the next, which if you turn over you'll see is the top of that double crochet there. So yarn over, hook in, make your double crochet, and then chain 1. So we are repeating this all the way along the row. So we're approaching the end of the row here, and we still need to put a double crochet into this one. Chain 1, and to finish the row, if you remember here we have your turning chain, and you need to keep your edges nice and straight, you want to put your turning chain right in the middle one. So yarn over, put your hook into the middle chain. It's actually so you're actually skipping 2 chains here, 1, 2. And I found that if you put it into that middle chain, it keeps the edges nice and straight. Okay, so that's row 2, and that is also your repeat row for the entire pattern. So it is a 1 row repeat. And I'll just show you how to start the row again. So you always, at the beginning of the row, you will chain 4. turn your work, and then make your double crochet, your very first double crochet into this stitch here. So we skip this stitch here, double crochet into the next. So yarn over, hook into here, make your double crochet, and chain one, and then we repeat the same thing again all the way along this row. So yarn over, hook into the next, skip one, hook into the next, and then chain one, yarn over, skip this here, this chain one is a chain one space now, and hook into the next, double crochet, and then chain one, and then double crochet, skip this one, double crochet into the next. So repeat this all the way along the row again, and I will meet you at the end of this row and just show you how to finish off the row one more time. So pause the video and continue along this row. So we're approaching the end of the row, and I've done a double crochet, chain one. So I'm going to put another double crochet into the top of the double crochet from the row below, chain one, and if you look at this turning chain of 4, again what we're going to do to keep the edges nice and straight, instead of skipping just one stitch, we're going to skip 2 and place our double crochet right into the very corner. Just like that. And there we go. That is your 1 row repeat. And you can see it's a beautiful little pattern. So keep going, row after row after row, and until you reach the length you want your project to be. So I've done a few more rows, and I wanted to show you just how pretty this works up. It's got a beautiful mesh feel to it. It looks the same on both sides. And it does give a little bit of a diagonal kind of stitch rather than just squares. Really pretty. So keep going, row after row, repeating row 2, until you have the length that you want your project to be. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful to you. Any questions, please leave them in the comments section, and I will see you next time.